while since I've done one of these. So we have the new anime coming out, and I just watched 3 episodes of what might be my new favorite, or at least one of my new favorites for this season, called Monster. Now I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Like I don't. Obviously, I didn't read the manga or anything, but I feel like maybe I saw the manga and read like the back of it or something. And maybe I feel like I saw something like this that was similar on the webtoon app, and I don't know if it's they adapted it because they also had the same thing for fuck, what's the name of that goddamn show that I never finished? Like Noblesse was one of the ones that was webtoon, and then they adapted it to an anime. So I wonder if it's like that's one of those stories is there, or if it's just some stories just have similar things going on. Anyway, so this story is pretty quick, and this it's very. I like how they kind of like time things out. Anyway, so it starts with our protagonist, like you hear a sound, and then they flash to like his face, and his eyes are very dead looking. I'm like, this fucker's getting stabbed in the street, and his fucker's getting stabbed in the street. Yeah, and he's like, well, that doesn't really matter right now because I'm pretty sure I fucking died. And he wakes up as a goblin baby, and that is the story. He wakes up after getting stabbed and into the world as a goblin baby, and sorry, he yeah, he seems to have his past life memories and his memories from his past life. That sounded so weird, weirdly worded, and apparently he also had an ability in his past life, which I have seen in a few other shows. Kind of one of them being Arifureta, which is notoriously a shit anime that I enjoy for whatever God knows reason. Anyway, so in Arifureta, he's like a normal guy, and then he kind of ends up falling into the fucking dungeon, abyss, labyrinth, whatever the fuck it's called. Can't remember. And of course, there's no food there. He's wounded, so he ends up eating monsters. Monsters kill you if you eat them, but luckily he's right next to some magic fucking bullshit potion water. I don't know what the fuck it's falling down from the cave, and he's fucking survives somehow. And yeah, he goes around eating monsters and gaining abilities, and then this also really reminded me of that time I got reincarnated with slime, which is again one of my favorite animes. Both of these you can find on Crunchyroll, by the way, as well as this. And yeah, Remo just goes around and can get dash power. That's basically what our protagonist does. Is he had the ability in his past life. All his other stats seem to be reset, but where he eats something and he says it could be poison, metals, does not fucking matter. He eats it. He has a chance of getting some kind of ability from it. And yet, that's basically your story. There is he starts out as a goblin, and then he kind of raises up the village in a way, kind of like how Rimuru kind of was just doing his own thing. And then eventually he just kind of fucking formed a society out of fucking nowhere. Like, it's very much like that. So if you liked either of those two anime, you might see some familiarities here and be interested in watching it. Obviously, if I was going to pick any of the other two to recommend you, I would highly suggest that to my Reincarnated Slime. It is the better anime compared to Arifureta, but then again, they also fucked up that anime to hell and back. Because apparently the story itself is really good and really popular, and then they just fucked up the anime. Again, I haven't read the manga for either of those, so I don't know how true that statement is. But I will never unforget the CGI shit dragon from Arifureta. It's never gonna stop being funny just seeing its mouth doing this when it's talking. Like, you know how you, like, sometimes in dubbed anime, if you notice their lips are not quite synced, it can be distracting. They're not fucking trying for the dragon. It's like literally like, and I can't. It's so ugly. The most ugly CGI I've seen in any anime was that goddamn dragon. Then horses. Horses always the most fucked up CGI. I don't. What? It's like I've seen it in so many different anime. Shitty CGI horses. To the point it's like literally its own fucking meme for me. That anytime there's an anime and there's a horse, I had to go, "Did you do? Yep, you fucked up the CGI. Yes." It's like some weird Easter egg thing for me, as if they fucked up the horses somehow. I don't know. Wise Man's grandchild did it. So, I don't know. You watch enough anime, you gotta find your own little, like, I need to tell you that, you know? You gotta find your own entertainment. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really liking this. There's only 3 episodes out so far. I don't know what day they put it out, but I'm really enjoying it. It's really good, and there are a couple other ones that I have enjoyed so far. But of the ones, I think this is the one I'm most excited for. Anyway, I was saying I like the way they pass time, where it like a lot of anime, it feels like it takes fucking forever to get like the protagonist to be isekai or die and reborn, which confuses me because I feel like because I always kind of lump those two together, like the isekai and then the dying being reborn. But at the same time, when you think of isekai, I think technically you're supposed, I don't know the straight up definitions, but usually it's like they're transported somewhere but they're still alive. But then there's also like the isekai where they die and then they're reborn in another world. So it's like that. So I don't know if it's like a subgenre or something. And if it is, like, do you know the name officially of it? I don't know. I always kind of just lump them together as isekai. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the time. So it's pretty like within the first minute, urinate. Sorry, I had a hiccup. Like a weird hiccup burp came out of nowhere. Anyway, so yeah, within the first like 2 minutes, he's already died. He's already been reborn. You know, that doesn't bait you. Like it's pretty quick to happen. Apparently, it makes sense because goblins apparently age really quickly as well. So within 3 days, I think he's an adult. So he starts as a baby and then he becomes an adult. And also right away we learn how they don't show anything, thank God, but it is pretty fucking obvious that human women have been captured, and it shows. It doesn't show everything, but it shows enough to show that obviously they have bare thighs. You see like their midsection. You're not seeing like their privates. It's pretty obvious what's going on here and why they were taken. And then we learn later on. So I was like, why is there like always some fucking dry skin? Anyway, so later on we find out that yeah, goblins, I guess their DNA is so strong that they can pretty much mate with any race and they can, have babies that are goblins. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, things happen really quickly, but it doesn't feel like overly quick. But at the same time, it's kind of nice for like those of us who maybe don't want necessarily to be drip fed huge chunks of time, because sometimes a lot, at least especially lately, there's a lot of stories where they have the protagonist and you have to see them kind of aging up, which can be fun in its own right, but at the same time it's like, for fuck's sake, how long can we tolerate this person being a 5-year-old? Like, like with Fluffy Paradise, which is another, that was like last season of, I think it's supposed to be called the Isekai Fluffy Paradise, but they just have it listed under Fluffy Paradise on Crunchyroll. And basically, felt like every other episode she was at least aging a year, so it wasn't as bad. So for those of us who don't like to see like your entire fucking lifetime lived out, we want to see like you get to like the older things so you can do other stuff that you couldn't as a child. Like it's very quick in that way. So if you like that, you'll appreciate that. And then yeah, they go by like it'll flash with like a black screen, and then like day 1, day 2, day 3, and describe kind of what happened that day or show you what happened that day. So it's kind of bite size almost in a way. So it doesn't take forever. We're kind of already seeing what's going on. You're getting information. It's not shoved down your face, but it's like, here's your information you need. Okay. I'm not doing it justice. It's like I said, it's only the 3 episodes so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, you can catch Monster on Crunchyroll. Like I said, I don't know what day they put it out because I wasn't really paying attention to what day they update. I usually just go to I have the app on my phone for Crunchyroll, and I usually just have that, and then just go down to the just updated section, and then just see every day or every other day what's been added, and I go, okay, today's this day. The last time I checked was, let's say, okay, in this case it's Friday. So let's say I checked Thursday. So I was like, okay, this show is on Thursday, because I know that this wasn't updated on Wednesday, so I know this is from Thursday. And obviously this wasn't from yesterday, so this is for Friday. So it's coming out Fridays, that kind of thing. So just an example, like I don't know what day, I wasn't paying attention. But I'm really enjoying it so far, and I would highly recommend checking it out. And yeah, like I'm subscribing to these.